Okay, I think they can hear us. Hopefully someone's in the chat and can let us know if they can't hear us.
Welcome to tonight's episode of Fallen Dragons. I'm Mike. I'll be your DM for tonight. As you saw in our intro, you saw our characters for tonight. And so we can just jump in to a review of last week's episode so we can catch people up. Our group, while sitting in the Shattered Oak Inn, saw a notice from a wizard who had walked in the door and nailed the notice to the wall. That notice was a request for an adventuring party to find this special egg, according to him. And he needs it for his experiments, and that's all you know. You don't really know what his experiments entail, but he wants you to find a dragon egg. You later met him at the cemetery to discuss payment, which you got half of going in. But at that point, he told you that the egg is in the Shadowfell. But lucky for you, on the other corner of the cemetery, there is a large mausoleum. And as you looked at it, you could see fog and mist coming out of the bottom of the door. And the wizard told you that this indeed was a portal to the Shadowfell. And that is where we left off last week. So we rejoin our little group as you are standing with the wizard in the cemetery, and you're deciding what you're gonna do. So you guys have a choice to make. Are you gonna take half the money and head into the mausoleum, or are you going to say not so much and head the other direction?
So I'm going to have to put my volume twice. Anyway, how much is the money that we're getting again?
He's offering a total of 5,000 gold.
Ooh.
So you're getting 2,500 up front.
Esma's eyes get
That's
really... Oh.
that's if you decide to take the job.
Esma's eyes gets really big and says, "Yes, let's do it."
Yes, that's a lot of money.
Might shakes her horns and says, "We're still a little squishy yet, y'all. We're gonna die."
Funny how it is dead people can't spend money no matter how much they have.
But we can always run. We learned how to run.
Yeah, we can run. So we won't get to us in the money. We probably have to pay the 2,500 back.
And the Shadowfell, though?
We gotta make sure my Snaky lives in style.
Yeah, we gotta make sure your Snaky lives.
I say let's do it.
So do I.
Level up first, and then go.
That's true. We do have a lot of money now. With Lux with Flash. We could go see that guy and see if we could get stuff.
Tyndall?
Get stuff.
Yeah. Tyndall's
I think we
amazing.
should try and level up. I think we should take some maybe easier jobs. Because we're still only level 3.
We are only level 3.
I'm not ready to die.
Not?
Well, if we roll bad, then we can always run.
I roll bad, do you mean? Is that what you mean? Because that's what I heard. That felt like a personal attack.
Me? Personal attack? What?
Never. Not the innocent girl.
It's not about me.
I say let's do it.
Your dice love you until they don't.
Yes. And I feel like my dice loves me today.
For now.
I know.
I think my dice loves me too.
Watch it hates me. I'm the one that kills everyone.
Oh my god. Nope. You start rolling bad, I'm gonna run.
Yeah.
So, do we know how to get out of the Shadowfell once we get into the Shadowfell? Because if we're gonna run away,
We need to know how to get out.
Well, so we still have the potions, the healing potions that we had previously. So we only used 2. So we still have, I think, 3 each. No. So 2. There's 2 each for. There's one who has 3 each. Cause Smite, you ran away.
I ran away.
Oh, you know I noticed the names are off. I'm gonna have to fix that. You're in the wrong spots. This is gonna be musical. Hold on 1 second. No, actually it was right the first time. Did I overconfuse myself? No, I messed it up. Musical chairs right now.
There you go. Oh, close.
There.
Yay,
Yeah.
you're so smart.
I'm getting better at it.
That was fun.
The portal in the mausoleum has been there for quite some time. So, if you remember the spot that you go through at in the Shadowfell, you should be able to get back through the mausoleum.
Okay. That's a relief.
Yeah.
As long as the door doesn't move, I mean.
Yeah, as long as doors don't move and stuff.
So maybe we should get more healing potions, see if there's anything else. And maybe Wish Daddy may give us a wish. Just joking.
Wish Daddy.
Wish Daddy.
And what are we gonna wish for?
A way out. Or we could call on him and maybe he'll let us out if we need him.
Get some ruby red slippers.
Let's ask for ruby. Technically it was silver slippers. in the real story. I think it was silver.
That's fine too.
You're going to wish for somebody else to do that.
No, we're gonna wish for an
We
escape
wish
if we need
someone
an escape.
go get the egg for us.
Wish Daddy has a lot of magic.
The only problem is if you tried to get somebody else to do it for you, they'd want the money for it.
Well, we wouldn't tell them that there's money involved.
Wish Daddy would know. He's smart. He's just,
Maybe Snaky would do it. Snaky's like eggs. Snaky
yeah.
could eat the egg, come back home, and crap it out.
I think
Yeah.
that would be too big of an egg to have him eat.
Or I could have
Big old snake.
I can cast my unseen servant and have her go down and see what's in there. We can only go 50 feet.
I don't think it's gonna go far enough in to find the egg.
No, but at least we can kind of get an idea.
That's what she said.
So true. So what do you guys want to do?
I said,
I
well,
say go for it, but
if we've got all this money, let's go get some potions and try and get some more information about the Shadowfell. And then we'll be able to enter, maybe like there's a map or something.
Yeah, and you know what? Genie Dad knows a lot about realms, so we can ask Genie Dad.
Yeah. I like Wish Daddy.
I like Wish Daddy too. I think we're gonna
That's
call him Wish
great.
Daddy now.
Wish Daddy works.
Wish Daddy it is. So Esma's like, let's go see Wish
Wish Daddy. Wish Daddy and I bonded.
Daddy.
All right.
Yeah, God,
Let's take this
God,
down.
no, you don't even remember how many tankers of ale he poured you that day.
Don't remember at all. Nope.
In fact, you don't. You very, very vaguely even remember that day period.
That's what I was going for.
Maybe we should leave, and yes, since she's not here, we'll go see Wish Daddy, and we'll leave a note telling her we went to see Wish Daddy. So when she comes back, she can follow us.
Maybe she's like squatting behind a tree or something.
Yeah, she disappeared.
All right. I take a little piece of parchment and a quill out of my pack. All right. Went to see Wish Daddy. Find a stick and jam it into the ground like a little flag.
Alrighty. Then Esma starts skipping and playing her lute because she's happy she's going to see Wish Daddy.
What's the Wish Daddy song?
I don't know, but we should find one. I'm going to play it every time we see Wish Daddy.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. So Mike, we left Enya and we're going to go see Wish Daddy.
So the two of you head back to the Shattered Oak Inn after leaving a note for Enya, who's doing something having to do with her pet at the moment.
Linux ran away and she's chasing after him.
Well,
It's still weird saying Linux.
I like it.
I like it too, but it's weird.
Linux will actually hunt on its own. So if he went off hunting and now Enya's trying to chase him down again. So So you two head out of the cemetery and start working your way back to the inn. And when you get back, you don't see them standing there. But what you do see is a stick with a note on it.
With a note. Okay.
It says
Wish Daddy.
they went back to they're headed back to the inn. So,
I head back to inn to find out what they're up to.
So you're trailing behind them a little bit. 10-15 minutes later, the two of you make it back to the inn. About 5 minutes after that, Enya walks in behind you. The genie behind the bar looks busy. The place is pretty full this time of day. So what do you guys do?
Esma goes to the bar so she can sit next to him, squeezes in front of people, and just puts her hands in her face and just stares at him lovingly.
And he half grins and shakes his head. It's like you. And goes back to serving the people at the bar.
What can we say? Esma's just in love.
What? You were just out.
He turns to you and says, I thought you guys had a job you were leaving for this morning.
We have a question for you, Wish Daddy. We changed your name to Wish Daddy, by the way, because, it sounds better. And she's like, we're hoping you'd help us. We're going into the Shadowfell, and we were wondering if you knew anything about it, and also if you knew a way out. And then she smiles, and she's grinning with her eyes sparkling, as she's like falling more and more in love with him by the second.
He says, I know something about the Shadowfell. I don't recall ever going there. I do, however, know that as with most negative planes of existence, it's always trying to gain more territory. So when it sees an opportunity to gain a foothold in the prime material plane, which is what this is, it tries to take it. There are many rifts between the Shadowfell and the prime material plane. Usually in graveyards or abandoned keeps or castles. Yeah.
So Shadowfell, sad
Yeah.
face. What's Esma's note?
Uh, the Shadowfell is not a friendly place. Um, it's rather gray, dark, and depressing, actually.
Don't you already?
In fact, the Shadowfell is a place where if you have to go there, you want to get in and get out. Because if you stay there too long, the all-encompassing gray, icky atmosphere and the general feeling of depression, you'll end up just sort of giving up and staying there.
Esma's like, I don't get depressed, so I'm good.
I'm kind of into
Oh,
it.
you and I might have to drag Smite out though. She's depressed half the time, anyways.
We should get a picture of her girlfriend. I think that'll cheer her up.
Oh, drag me out of there. Well, that's a reason to leave, I suppose.
Yeah. Do you know a way we could get out of the Shadowfell once we get in? Would it be through the graveyard, or do we have to go another way out?
Graveyards tend to be the easiest places.
I don't know if you guys ever seen this movie in the 80s. It's called Monsters, and then it's with Ben Savage. So there's like these entrances all over the kids' rooms to go under the bed to go into the monster world. I wonder if it's gonna be something like that. And then when it's daytime, the entrance you can't get in and out, and if you stay longer, you become a monster. Anyway.
Think of the dreariest gray, rainy day you've ever experienced. And that's what this place is like all the time.
And I was like, but there's rainbows after the rain, so it's wonderful.
Not here. If there was, the genie says if there was a rainbow and the Shadowfell, it would be various shades of gray.
Esma loves rainbows, okay.
So,
Is there any, Wish Daddy, are there any, like, things we should be aware of about the monsters there?
the Shadowfell is home to a large population of undead creatures. In fact, the Shadowfell is where most undead creatures live.
Is there a way to get them to not bother us? Is there like a zombie potion we could take?
I mean,
Is there a happy potion that we can take that just makes us happy?
we better find a zombie vampire skeleton potion.
Yeah, I've heard that you can get potions that will give you some amount of resistance to their damage, but other than that, no.
What if we dressed like zombies and moved like zombies? Brains.
they can smell uh, living tissue
Make a
long,
zombie meat body.
long distances away.
Yeah, we could get like one of those Gaga dresses that just meet.
Yeah, well,
We should ask Tyndall if he has a spell that would take away our living flesh smell. Potion.
as far as her dress goes, by the end of that tour, I wouldn't have wanted to have been around that thing.
Well, I imagine she wore one. She made a new one every night.
I bet her local butcher was thrilled. But, one thing I can tell you is that in most cities in the Shadowfell, the graveyard's larger than the rest of the town. Because population-wise, the living are seriously outnumbered by those who don't.
You know what we should do? Open the door to Shadowfell and run, and let all the dead come into the living room.
And then we'll have to fight them eventually in the living world.
Yes, but it would be cool. We would be the creators of the zombie apocalypse. Instead of the Umbrella Academy Corporation, it would be Fallen Dragons.
Yeah.
Zombie apocalypse. I'm sure there's other things that says zombies.
And you would be rounded up and shot by the general population of the town.
How would they know?
Well, if you want credit for it, they would know.
We would never tell anyone.
For one thing, the wizard that hired you knows you're going there.
We could kill the wizard, keep the gold, and cause a zombie apocalypse.
I'm sure the wizard is high enough that he would kill us.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Konos is an 18th level archmage.
Yeah, we would get found out.
We would. But it is fun to think about.
He could turn you into, a bowl of Chex Mix or something.
Why isn't the 18 powered wizard going after this? Should we be worried? He's giving it to...
Right? That's suspiciously suspicious.
Esma doesn't think that way though, so she didn't even think of it, but Esma's like, let's do it.
He told you earlier that he had, with the current experiments and other responsibilities that he has, he doesn't have the time to go there and retrieve it himself.
Why would he hire a third level motley crew like us?
The three of you are the only ones that answered the notice. Everybody else saw Shadowfell and went the other way. The three of you are the only ones that answered his parchment.
Because we're the smartest of the bunch.
Really? Well, maybe Tyndall has a map. We should definitely get some more resistance and health potions if we can afford it.
Yeah, let's go see Tyndall.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's go.
And we are bringing our ice cream, so if we do get repressed, ice cream makes you happier.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
We better leave our other flask here so we don't drink it and get sad.
No, let's bring it. I feel happy.
Me too. I feel happy when I
Makes me
drink.
feel happy.
Esma gets happy when she drinks.
That's a cleric for you, I guess.
And Smite gets seriously hungover.
Yeah. Nobody needs
When
Smite
I
hungover
drink
though.
When I moderate, it's not a problem. When I drink all day, it's problematic. But
Esma
I
looks
needed
to
a little vacation.
Esma just looks at everything's a good adventure and it'll be a great story. So she's like, let's do it. We'll have a great adventure. If we die, then we can tell it in the afterlife. Let's do it.
That's fun. We will become zombies until the zombies. It's like this is how we died. This is our story.
Oh yeah, Esma's like, yeah, we'll just die, become zombies, and I'll go hunt, wish Daddy until maybe he'll make me a living again.
So, total party kill in the second episode of the stream. Oh boy. I've been looking forward to it all week.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
And the genie leans over the counter to the three of you and goes, "Oh, by the way, the wishes I decide to give out are extremely expensive.
How expensive?
I don't give them out for free."
Esma smiles and says,
Come on,
how
we're your favorite
expensive?
patrons though.
For what one of my wishes costs, most adventurers could retire.
I'd rather retire. That's my
Yeah.
wish, actually.
I would wish to meet my father.
I wish to become a high priest.
Two of you can pull that off. I don't know about the third one, though.
Which is the third? Esma's like, I'm gonna meet my daddy one day. I will.
I probably won't live long enough to retire, so.
I don't know. A hut in a small village is fairly cheap. You can do that now.
Oh, a little
The
garden.
question is, what standard of living do you actually want to go for?
That is the question, right?
I could learn, like, thievery. I feel like that's a skill I might be able to pick up.
The genie tells you, if the job you went for this morning has some of the Shadowfell, just be careful. And you would be good to have magic weapons if you can find them.
I do have my loot. Although I don't know if persuasion and all
What
that
are you
will
gonna
help.
do?
Sing them a song to make them all happy.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with a whack a zombie over the head with your loot? And
No, I'm
Piss them
gonna sing
off
a
with your
song.
song.
Yeah, I'll play a song. I'll play a zombie song. Make them all happy. Have them dance and sing and just be, a happy zombie. And then maybe make the area happy so then people are like, let's not kill the people, let's just be happy.
zombies
That's what
have
zombies do.
zombies have the intelligence of, I think their intelligence modifier is -5. So good luck with that.
That's why they're hungry for brains.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make a spell of just having them have like a pile of brains, so they'll go to that and they won't come to us.
Are there any weapons that are specifically effective against the undead?
Basically, magic weapons. Without magic weapons, regular weapons don't do as much damage.
Mm.
Um, too bad your cleric here can't turn them for you.
Tyndall can.
Yeah, I'm not high enough rank yet.
Um, yeah, that's a channel divinity, and you're not there yet.
Esma was like, let's go see Tyndall. Esma's like, let's go see Tyndall because I want some stuff. And maybe we can find something.
Oh, we did get some weapons from Tyndall before.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
We got poison and love potions, but I don't know if that'll help with the...
I got those daggers. I forgot what they did. I'm looking. Oh. Dragon Bone Blade +1 damage. Obsidian with +2 damage. No healing.
Those would be handy.
Yeah.
I can just see Esma accidentally pouring the love potion on one of the zombies.
And then the zombie falls in love with Esma. Oh, that
And
would be so awesome.
It sounds like a curse.
shambles around behind her everywhere.
And then she can send them out to attack people that bug her. Or don't display the affection that she's hoping for.
I can just imagine the zombie going after the genie.
The snaky and the zombie would be best friends. Oh, I so love that idea.
until the zombie gets destroyed in the first battle it tries to go in.
That is true.
They generally don't hold up in battle very well. That's why they attack in large groups.
Maybe Esma could get a bunch load of. She'll just pour love potions on all the zombies, so then they'll all be in love with her.
And then you
bottles of love potions for that.
Then you can lure them all back into this realm and create the zombie apocalypse you've always dreamed of.
Yes! Instead of the Umbrella Corporation, it's Esma. The queen of the zombies. She'll sing them songs and they'll have zombie parties.
Hey.
We could have the zombies run the casino.
Yes! Wouldn't that be cool? Like you get your drink and there'd be an eyeball of a zombie that falls into it.
Our casino wouldn't go very well if we had zombies running it.
You can take a picture with a zombie of your choice.
No, that could be our security guard. If anybody causes trouble, it's like sick the zombie on them.
a zombie would have serious problems trying to deal poker and stuff. His hands would fall off on the table.
So I think we should go see Tyndall now. Maybe see if he has anything that'll help us.
At least get a few health potions at least.
Yeah.
Okay, you walk out of the inn, and as you get to the door, you look back and you see the genie shaking his head again. He's like, where did those three come from? And
You die.
so you walk down the street 3 or 4 blocks, and you come to the building with the sign above it that says Tyndall's Tremendous Treasures. And you notice that he has the building painted differently than he did the last time you were here. This one is, at least the outside of the building is painted to look like midnight with a full moon, with a unicorn standing under the full moon, just sort of looking up at it.
Esma loves unicorns.
So is Inya.
They're delicious.
No, you do not eat unicorns.
Mm. Especially the babies. Oh, if they're tender.
Esma thinks you're joking, and she kind of laughs and goes, okay. What a weird joke, but love you, Smite.
Like, good luck corralling one long enough to do anything.
I wouldn't want to piss a unicorn.
But so you walk in the door, and this time as you walk in the door, it's even stranger than usual. There's actual snow falling. You look up toward the ceiling, and there are actually large gray clouds with snow falling from them.
Esma was like, I'm gonna make a snowball, and she puts her hand up, ready to get for snow to catch, hoping she can make a snowball to throw it at Smite.
Try it. Try it.
And the trees that you used to see that are in the corners of the room, the trees are still there, but it's like the middle of winter and they don't have leaves on them. And the band in the corner, the house band, is playing almost a slow blues type number. because I do believe the last time you were here, it was summer in the building anyway.
Dallas dog wanted to play in the snow, so he decided to join us.
Oh, it sounds like Tyndall might know we're headed to the Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
And after you're done taking in your surroundings, you look toward the counter and you see Tyndall standing there. He's trying to help a female orc with something, but for whatever reason, they don't seem to be agreeing with each other. They're not necessarily arguing, but he can't seem to get what she wants exactly right. So, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna wave at Tyndall and let him know we want to talk to him when he's done with that situation.
He looks over and sees you and sort of nods and goes back to the female orc.
Well, I'm gonna go preview the weapons section.
Esma says, "You have any good potions for us?"
And I go look at the weapons as well.
Esma's not very good with
He's
weapons, so.
Not patient.
Tyndall's actually busy,
um,
so
so Esma waits till he's not busy to ask him.
so the two of you look around the room to look for the weapons that he has on display. There's a battle axe, there's a long sword, there's a couple of crossbows. You wouldn't really be able to tell whether they were magical without asking him first.
Tyndall could probably make them magical.
True.
How's that gonna take?
Well, how long did it take? Excuse me. You know how long it took for him to make your flask of never-ending ice cream?
A week, wasn't it?
It was worth the wait.
Yeah, something like that. And oh, by the way.
But that was also, he had to run to get to check out this ice cream though too, so.
Oh, by the way, if you want to change the flavor of your ice cream, now this would be an opportune time to do that.
Esma still loves the flavor, but if anyone else wants to change it, she's down.
I forgot what the flavor is. Cookie dough?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I'm good with it for now.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about that then. Do you want to change the rum to something else?
Rum is good. Rum goes great with ice cream.
True. So, after about 15 minutes or so, you see the orc lady turn around and head for the door.
Really?
You notice that she has sort of a half smile on her face, so apparently they figured out something. So what do you guys do?
Esma's gonna go upward and say, "Hi, Tendel guy, Tendel dude." And she's like, "We are gonna go do a mission and we need something to help us because we're still so squishy." And she smiles at him.
Hi, Tyndall. Good to
Hi,
see
Tyndall.
you. I think we're headed to the Shadowfell. Do you
You s-
perhaps have any weapons that might be of use?
Upon you mentioning the Shadowfell, you see a look on his face that's sort of akin to, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Tieflings and
A will? You have a will we could fill out?
Tief, he turns to you and goes, Tieflings and their wonderfully optimistic attitudes.
Well,
Look at it this way, you can only die once.
that's true. Now I feel better.
Unless you've got a wizard who truly hates you, so he resurrects you just to kill you again. But
Well, we took a job from a wizard.
okay.
uh,
What is that job, by the way?
we're hunting for a very special egg in the Shadowfell.
Konos would have told you that the egg you are looking for is obsidian shadow dragon egg. And there's only two of these obsidian shadow dragons known to exist.
You happen to know anything? Maybe have a map of the Shadowfell? Maybe know where the obsidian shadow dragons dwell?
Um, he rummages through his shelves. He has racks of scrolls and maps and all manner of things like that.
No.
And um, he pulls a map of the Shadowfell out,
Oh.
and it is in fact a very large place.
Yeah.
There are several towns and cities. This is the Shadowfell is a plane of existence unto itself. So
Yeah.
it's not a small place.
Well, if there's only 2 obsidian shadow dragons,
Yeah.
It might be easier to locate in the world because people probably would talk about that because that's pretty special. Or zombies might talk about it.
Yeah, if we could get the zombies to talk to us.
Yeah, if we could get somebody to talk and not try to kill us.
But they're not very smart. Hmm.
Tyndall looks at you and goes, "Do any of you speak zombie?"
Not fluently.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult then.
Do you have
I
a
don't know what
cloak?
language zombies talk.
And they do. They do just sort of grumble most of the time.
The brains.
Yeah,
We met
that's
zombie.
the only actual intelligible word they say. Actually,
Do you have like a cloak that would render us invisible and also free of the scent of the living? Just a shot in the dark.
that I don't have.
Is there a
Espe-
certain potion that will cover our scent?
uh, he thinks for a second. Not that I've ever seen. Not that would mask you from a zombie anyway. I'm sure one could be made, but I have no idea what the components would be or how much it would cost.
Do you have an invisibility cloak?
I do have one.
Hmm. Can I try it on?
He, he walks over to a rack that has robes and cloaks and that's, winter clothing, that sort of thing. He pulls off this black robe that it's actually very nondescript. It's just a plain black robe.
My favorite color.
And you try it on. It actually fits you.
Wow.
But Tyndall says it's one of the attributes of this robe. It fits anybody that puts it on.
Oh. Yeah, the cut is great.
And the two of you watch might put this on and then vanish. Robe and all. She's just not there anymore.
I love it.
You hear her voice coming out of nowhere.
The best way.
This is great. I can see you. Can you see me?
Nope.
No.
Smite runs over and picks up one of the axes. Can you see me holding the axe?
Nope. This is so cool. Does it help with the smell?
Actually, what you see is an axe moved from the weapons rack and is now floating in the air.
Esma's like, I want one.
Me too. Me too.
As Smite is carrying the axe, all you see is this axe floating across about chest height. It's just sort of floating across the room.
Esma wants one so bad. She's
I
jonesing
think
for it.
Yeah, I think we need to have 3 of those.
I think an invisibility cloak would be useful in many situations, not just the Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
How much
Well,
do we have? How much is this, Tyndall?
invisibility is a very expensive spell.
Uh,
Um, those run about, and he says he only has one of them, by the way. The one that you're wearing. He says those run about 1,500 gold apiece.
how much gold do we have?
Ouch, we don't have enough to be doing that, especially when there's only one.
We'll come back.
Okay.
Can we put
Esma's
a
excited about that.
If we get 2 more in, keep them back for us. Keep 3 back for us.
And
We're gonna spend all our money on invisibility cloaks.
especially for Smite, uh, an invisibility cloak might make her life somewhat easier.
So much easier.
Mine is just lovable and gorgeous. Who cares what everyone else says?
Well,
I appreciate you, but most people don't feel that way about me.
Other people are silly.
Yeah, I know. No account for taste.
Yeah.
Well,
so Tyndall says 3 of these would cost you 4,500 gold. Are you sure you want to do that?
are we making how much? We're making $5,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we only
Yeah.
got 2,500. So
Right now.
our gold total right now, Esma does a quick calculation and she tells you that we only have 2,745 gold and 79 silver pieces.
Can we
Someone
get
didn't buy
discount for getting 3 of them?
Well,
Well, maybe we could buy 2 and one of us shares.
Someone didn't buy a magic pet.
I know, darn them. Who did that?
Yeah, who did that? We don't know anybody who did that.
Well,
so that
oh,
if,
Esma
if
decides,
that
Mike,
if that
Esma's like, what about this? And she takes off her necklace and she shows that it's pure gold. It has intricate gems. And she's like, what if I put this on hold for us? We'll pay you gold when we finish our job. And if we die, you keep it. It's a family heirloom. Very expensive. Or maybe I stole it. And then she smiles and laughs.
he takes it and looks at it, he's like, the gems would be useful and I could melt everything down and use the gems in my magic incantations and such. So
How much will you give it for us to put on hold until we finish our job? Smite's how you'll never retire.
you're working forever now.
Pretty much.
I take the rebuff.
And suddenly you see Smite reappeared, just standing there holding an axe at her head. Like,
Even if we just have one, it might be useful.
I say let's get 3. Then I could sneak it up and Wish Daddy whenever I want.
I could go into the temple and take wine whenever I want.
Um,
You're such a good cleric, stealing wine.
I'm gonna tell Apollo.
So anyway, how much would Tyndall give us for the necklace for a whole thing?
so Tyndall looks at it, takes out his gem magnifying glass and looks at the gems and weighs it and all that. He says, I could give you 1,000 gold against however many robes you're gonna buy.
You guys want to do that?
Well,
Because if we're
let's skip
dead,
this
then
one.
it's not worth it.
Let's skip this one. Well, because it's the only one here.
Yeah, but you can hold it
we
back
can
for us.
strategically wear it according to who might have the most applicable skill. And maybe we can find some sort of magical weapon or potion that might help us in the Shadowfell.
That's
I
true.
feel like the invisibility cloak would be useful in a variety of
It
situations.
might be useful for one
particularly-
person, not for all of us.
Well,
Maybe just one of us should go in.
Well, what you can do is we can always see if we can fit 2 people in the cloak, or 3. Because we're all not that tall people.
Yeah, we're all little.
Yeah.
If it
Right.
fits the person, right? That's a magic cloak.
We'll do
We
a
can
Harry
stand on
Potter,
each other.
Hermione, and Ron thing.
it's the kobold in the trench coat whenever.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's see if we can fit it.
I guess I'm the base. I've got the shoulders for it.
Yeah, they
You
would
can
be
put one of my
standing,
shoulders.
honey. Yeah. Each one of them is standing on a shoulder holding on to your horn on each side.
And we have 3 weapons coming out of this cloak.
You are, however, not sure you could move with that, but
Pretty slowly. Oof.
yeah. Fact, make me a dexterity check to make sure that these 2 don't go tumbling to the floor.
Am I doing the dex check too, or is it just smite?
All 3 of you.
The dice love me tonight, for now.
For once.
Okay, I got, let's see, add my dex. 21. Hey, I should go to the casino right now.
Right?
22.
So as
Faster, Enya. You would not do good in the casino right now.
that depends on what you're playing. But Smite starts slowly walking, and you guys seem to be able to hang on for now.
Woohoo!
So Tyndall says, if you want that one, that'll be the necklace and 500 gold.
Let's do it. You guys cool with it?
Useful. Very useful.
And then we want the other 2, so get us to the other 2 and we're gonna buy it. Or at least we want 2, because I want Esma wants one. I don't know about Enya.
Oh, I do.
So yeah, 2.
Well,
We
we're-
want 2 to go.
This isn't just my cloak, right? We're all
No.
paying.
Well-
We've all contributed.
Yeah.
I didn't buy a pet, but I'm just saying we're going to use it strategically.
We are going to use it strategically until we get the other 2.
Then game on.
Game on.
Okay.
Esma has uses for
Okay.
it. She's going to be a level 1 stalker. As long as she doesn't go to level 5, right?
Hmm.
What about
So,
weapons?
Esma's not good with
Well-
weapons, so I think you guys should get it. She would suck at it.
what type of weapons would you be looking for?
Something will help with undead.
Magical or silver weapons?
And that probably is lightweight if I'm going to be carrying these bitches here. I don't want to be carrying like a battle axe.
Well, you've already got 2 magical daggers on you.
You know what I just realized? Esma can levitate. So technically, you don't even really have to hold her. She'll just levitate and you can guide her to where you guys want her to go.
Like a balloon.
Like a balloon! An Esma balloon!
Let's have move your feet and use you like a balloon.
Yeah, an Esma balloon.
So, Tyndall leads you over to the weapons rack, which you looked at just after you came in the door while he was busy. And he said, what size weapon would you be looking for?
Something maybe lightweight, and I have daggers, maybe something a little longer range. We're going after a dragon egg.
So we might come upon undead.
Would we be able to put the dragon egg into the our bag of holdings, or would it kill the egg?
Yeah, it would kill the egg.
Bah.
You don't put anything
Living.
living.
I
Darn
was
it.
hoping.
They are handy, however, for carrying dead bodies, though.
We could grab some zombie bodies after we kill them and put them in there, and then, we could sell them.
Just put them in there.
Yeah. We'll just put the bag in front of us. Come in! Come in!
No, because then when we reach, that would be probably put live ones, because then when we reach to get something out of it, they'll bite us.
No, then they're dead. It's just a bag of holding zombies.
Oh, yeah. Well, would it work? Would it kill them? Because they're already kind of dead?
No, it wouldn't kill them because they're already dead.
So we just leave them in there.
But then we wouldn't be able to get anything we have in there out.
We just
Yeah.
put the zombies in there. It's just a zombie bag.
Do you have,
Every-
do you have another holding bag? You can use for zombies?
I don't think we can afford a bag of holding, but
We only got one because it was had a tear on it. And it was
Just
old
got
and dusty.
factory seconds.
Yeah. And
Bag.
Kendall liked dust.
Bags of holding are extremely expensive.
Yeah, we keep on buying shiny bubbles, so no wonder we do good jobs, but we get no money.
We're saving it before we have it.
Well, that's what you get for giving a 16-year-old being in charge of the money.
Right. Bad idea.
Hey, Mike,
He,
it's 8.
as,
Yeah, sorry to bother you, but it's 8:20, so anytime soon we might want to do a break.
about 10 minutes.
Okay. Just because
And they,
my dog is looking at me like, when are you taking a break, mommy?
That's what my dog is doing too.
Yeah.
It's like, Mommy, take a break. I want to go outside. Even though she went out not that long
well,
ago.
I mean, when it's
let's
not.
finish up your shopping at Tyndall's and then we can take a break.
8:30 is still fine to start the
So
break. I just wanted to know so I can,
he points out various weapons. There's a plus one battle axe. There's a plus one mace. There's a plus one short sword. There's a silver long sword.
Well, we could put those in the bag of holding.
We could.
And maybe we should get something. Yeah, the invisibility cloak to sneak up in the dragon den. But I don't know. Something that would make a dragon sort of tipsy?
We do have tranquilizers, but I don't think that would work on a dragon. Is there something that we could do that's like the tranquilizer type thing?
Ketamine?
You, this is above game. Anya and Esme need to look in the bag of holding
Okay.
from a long time ago.
Esma goes look in the bag of holding.
Okay. Look in the bag with you.
What do we see, Mike?
You see at the very bottom of the bag.
Because we put all our ice cream and other stuff in there, yeah?
Yeah. A cobalt blue crystal.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you remember fighting a certain white dragon almost a year ago. Before you ever met Smite. And you remember a cobalt blue crystal.
yeah!
It's called the Shard of Confusion.
Oh, yeah.
But then if we have that, don't we have the sword too?
I don't remember whether you sold the sword or you kept it.
So,
I think we kept it, didn't we?
above game, can I say something? That
Yeah.
wasn't Anya or Esma. That was our other characters. But if we're making it our characters now, then we have a lot of the stuff that the other
Yeah.
characters have. Because that was in Yara.
Yeah, actually it was.
Because that's when she went crazy.
Yep. That was almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Gosh,
But
that's a long time ago.
But, Esma could have won it off of Enya, or Enya may have given it to her because, they could have been
Well, I
pals
wasn't
in the
in
mission.
back then either. Who was I back then?
It was you, me, and David.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
And Enya went cuckoo, and then we met Smart's character and everyone else.
There are more than one of these shards of confusion too.
So maybe
So-
Esma
Found it.
and them got it when we went and grabbed the gold. You remember when we did the other one where Smite met his girlfriend?
Y'all got a used bag of holding.
Oh
It
yeah.
could've been in there the whole time.
Oh yeah.
She got lost in there.
Facts. It could have been the bag of holding from the other party.
Because Inyara got a little crazy, and she might have done something to the bag and killed her whole party.
Forgot it was there.
A little crazy.
Just a tad.
She probably
I
lost.
mean,
She probably ended up selling the bag at some point.
she got
Or-
huge psychic damage, and then the love of her life tried to kill her, so she has a right to be a little crazy. Just,
I don't know if the necklace of teeth was anything that would keep you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How her mind was working. Assorted teeth.
So, for those of you who are watching and going, what in the world are they talking about? These players have been adventuring together for almost 11 months now or more. So there's a lot of background history here. And
A little bit.
and my character went a little nuts on the party and caused a lot of havoc.
A little bit.
no, a little nuts is when your favorite TV show gets canceled.
Yeah, that's just a little nuts.
You
You're like
went,
major nuts.
you went lock her up in the padded room nuts. And,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Hey, but she was still loving, and she still cared for the party that she was in. Part of her, anyway. The other part was murderous, and
Yeah.
probably would have killed the party.
she was quite lovely when she wasn't having hallucinations and nightmares and stuff like that.
I blame the man that she fell in love with. He made her go crazy.
Or something did.
Yeah,
He-
psychic damage kind of helped her go
He
to the deep end.
he wasn't exactly stable if you think about it.
That is true.
So,
I never found out, and Yara never found out why he attacked her. She'll never know.
nope.
Sometimes it's better that way.
Yeah.
So of all the weapons that Tyndall showed you, is there anything you would like?
Esma takes out this blue crystal and says, "We found this in the bag. Do you know what this does?"
He takes it over to the counter, looks at it through his jeweler's glass, casts identify on it, and says, well, this is interesting.
What? Esma goes up and says, "What? Is it a gem we could sell and get more money? Or is it useful?"
So I would definitely buy it. But given the job you're going on, you need it more than I do.
Esma goes, "What is it?" And she smiles.
He pulls out one of his books flips the pages, stops, puts the book on the table, and you see a picture on the page that looks exactly like the crystal.
Esma says, so pretty.
And the title on the page is Shard of Confusion.
That might be useful.
Is meant, well, I won't say that. It'll confuse anybody or anything that it's pointed at.
Wow.
Cool.
But it was created to deal with dragons.
Oh, convenient.
Can we call it Blue-Eyed Dragon?
It first surfaced, or at least rumors of it first surfaced a long time ago when there was a white dragon in Halcron that adventurers had to deal with.
Oh, wow.
So and like I said, if I were you, I would keep it given the job you're going on. But
Would it
if you
would it confuse zombies and other things that may get us in Shadowfell?
undead, no. Most things don't work on undead. Actually, most spells don't work on them. Only spells specifically meant to work on undead work on undead. But if you'd rather sell it, I would trade you the other two invisibility cloaks for it.
I'd
Well,
rather have the Shard of Confusion.
Nope, keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it.
You don't have the cloaks right now. We could use the shard. If we use the shard, we're gonna come back for invisibility cloaks when you get those in anyway, so we'll use it for now. We'll keep that on the table.
And as Esma says, thank you so much for this information.
Yeah,
We
thank you.
appreciate it. Also, we did use up some potions of the resistance against the undead, so we might want to refill up some of it. Do you have any more potions of resistance against the undead?
He goes over to his potion rack and he pulls 2 vials that are full of a murky green liquid and says, "These would be what you were looking for."
Can I need more than 2?
No. I actually don't get an incredibly large call for them.
We should buy it. It's better than nothing. How much are you charging?
They're 50 gold apiece.
What's the dosage and duration?
One dose is half a bottle. So there's 2 doses in each bottle.
So we only
And
got 4 doses. We still, I think, have 3 potions left of the other one, so we got 7 potions of it.
and each dose lasts 10 minutes, which in combat that's like 100 rounds. So if you can't finish a combat in 100 rounds, you're generally going to be dead anyway.
I said, hopefully we get done in combat in 100 rounds.
And we still have healing potions, so we're good
How many do we
there.
have, though? How many
We-
healing potions do we have?
We had 3 each. You and I used one. Smite did not.
I thought
So-
she did when she left.
Oh, did you use one when you ran away, Smite? I didn't think you did.
No, I slept it off.
Yeah, so it's just you and me
Okay.
who used one. So we have 4 healing potions left.
Got any healing potions?
I mean, not 4, but so there's 3 for Smite, 2 for us. So that's what, 4, 7? 7 healing potions left?
Got any healing potions, Kindle?
I always have healing potions. Those sell almost as quick as I can make them.
How many you got? And how much are they?
They're generally 50 gold apiece.
And how many you got? We'll take all of them. No.
Well, you are a cleric, so I mean, we do want to buy stuff, but let's
How many?
maybe
Yeah.
get 4,
Yeah.
so then that way, or 5,
Yeah.
so then that would give us back, you know, me and Enya, and then we'd still have a little bit extra, because we did use up a lot of healing rather quickly.
Well, 5 would be 250 gold.
We have more than enough gold, though.
How much is the map of the Shadowfell?
Yeah, we.
Uh, uh, 5 gold.
Oh, we're gonna put that too.
Yeah. Especially since we're using my necklace as collateral.
So 250 for the healing potions, 100 for the 2 undead resistance potions, and 5 for the map.
So 355.
355, and we already have 1,000 collateral, so we still have 645 that we can use if you want to.
Let's just save that for now.
That's for the cloak we're borrowing, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, and then we got to do the cloak. How much are we spending on the cloak again?
1,500.
1,500.
The necklace was 1,000, so
Yeah.
you owe, if you want to buy the cloak outright, you owe him 500 for that.
Which we have more than enough. We'd still have 1,890 and 79 silver. So we'd still be, and we're still gonna, once we finish the mission, get 2,500. So we'd
Yeah.
still be in the green. But it's up to you guys if you guys want to do all that.
And remember, he has said that whenever you guys feel like it, he will do a straight up trade for the other 2 cloaks for the Shard of Confusion.
I don't think we want to sell that if we're gonna be doing other dragon.
I agree. We'd probably
job.
we'd just probably spend the gold on it.
I think that's a wise choice.
Yeah.
Oh, you read the page that about the Shard of Confusion.
Mhm.
This is what it tells you. Anything you pointed at once around, well, actually not once around, because you pointed at it and it's confused for 3 rounds. But it is able to make a DC 18 saving throw after each round. And if it succeeds, it's no longer confused and it becomes immune to the confusion, period.
Well, all we have to do is confuse it once and get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Invisibility cloak. Zap zap. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Things get a little woo.
And we do have
Start
our.
of confusion. Run away. Run
We,
away.
we also are going to bring our snake and your Lynx, or Linux. And so.
Links.
The cat.
Yeah.
let's just put it that way.
Well, I'll call him Lynx because I love lynxes. They're so cute.
They are.
They are.
So, are you guys done shopping at this point?
Yes.
I think we're spent.
I think we're good.
So, um, you give Sandal the money. He gives you the cloak. He says, one of you can wear it, or I can wrap it up and you can take it with you.
Esma's like, I'll wear it for fun. And she grabs it and puts it on. And then she peeks her head out and says, boo!
And with that, Tyndall says, good luck on your mission. I hope to see you when you get back. I will work on the other 2 cloaks of invisibility, because even if you guys don't buy them, I will most definitely be able to sell them.
Esma looks at Smite and says, so, do you want to get a pet now? We got the money.
No. No. I have you two to deal with.
Lovable less.
But I am such a sweet and innocent person.
And with that comment, we will now take a break.
How long are we doing this break, Mike?
It's 8:42. 9 o'clock.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
See you in 15 minutes. Or 17 minutes or so, but
Okay, you guys ready to go back on? Okay, I'm gonna fade to it, so it's gonna be on in now.
Welcome back to the second episode of Fallen Dragon's Twitch stream, Into the Shadows. Now that you guys are done shopping, what do you want to do?
Let's go down. So Esma likes to go down.
Okay.
That's what your Goliath said.
I could take that more ways than one, but
Oh yeah.
I think Esma meant it more ways than one.
Innuendoed. Should we get a will together before we go? I'm just being realistic here.
I say we go back to Wish Daddy. Esma gives him a kiss. Ask for a kiss for good luck, and then let's head out.
I'm gonna get a drink while we're there.
Okay, let's do it.
Magic Kingdom.
okay. So you guys leave Tyndall's tremendous treasures and head back down the street. And in a few minutes, you're at the door of the Shattered Oak Inn. And
Spot.
being the middle of the afternoon is not real busy now. You see the genie bartender he's, washing glasses and plates and getting ready for the dinner rush in a couple of hours.
Wish Daddy, I'd like a drink, please. Maybe a last meal.
Maybe we should
So
grab
you guys-
some to go.
So you guys just sort of wander up to the bar to
Yes, Esma prances a little bit, does a little twirl, and it has a big smile. And she flourishes over to go where Wish Daddy is.
He's about the middle of the bar. As I said, he's washing out plates and glasses and really not paying attention to much else.
Esma goes and says, "Hi, Wish Daddy. We're about to die. Can I get a kiss? A goodbye kiss?" And then she smiles and winks at him.
Has that ever worked for you?
No,
No kidding. Has it ever worked with anybody?
no.
Just wondering. Like, I think you're
Esma's clueless.
just out of curiosity, but thanks.
And the genie gives you two a look that basically says, yeah, she has no idea what she's doing.
No, she doesn't.
It's endearing.
Yes, 16 going on clueless.
Instead of kissing her, he just sort of reaches out and pats her head like you would a small child.
She grins and says, "Aww." More affection than she thought she'd get.
because he's several hundred years older than she is. So
You need an
Esma's just
extra dose of patience to deal with that.
Esma's just happy that she got some affection from him. And then she just twirls and goes and says, I need a drink, because we're going to die.
Yeah.
know that already, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Like certain.
I like that thing that you made that was a sweet coffee that had alcohol in it. Can I get a cup of that?
Yeah, me too, please.
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, I guess I'll go with the crowd on this one. I think the uppers and the downers mixed is just about right for where we're headed.
Above game, it's basically the D&D version of Bailey's and coffee. So he floats back into the kitchen for a minute, and a minute or two later, he comes out with 3 tankards, sets one in front of each of you.
Cheers to Wish Daddy.
To Wish Daddy.
Wish Daddy.
May I see you again.
Hopefully.
And then Esma downs it.
Considering the amount of gold you guys keep giving me, it would be a financial bother if you guys end up dead.
Just so you know, if I die, I will come back and haunt you in another plane.
Sounds like a threat.
She says it with a laugh and a smile. I'm just kidding.
Like I can't travel to any plane I want to already. A lot of them you really don't want to go to, but I can get anywhere I need to go.
Hey, maybe he'll come see you in hell.
Nah,
Also sounds like a threat.
been there. Wouldn't spend my vacation there.
Esma's too good to go to hell.
What do you do at night?
This and that, sing and dance, travel around, explore the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or does she?
Mhm.
And the bartender says, she might think she's good and innocent now. By the time she gets done doing what you guys are going to do, I wouldn't necessarily count on that.
Well, she already stopped eating sugar.
That's because of Wish Daddy.
To go vegan soon.
I don't think Esma will ever become vegan.
Or she just might stop eating altogether.
Well,
Maybe one
Juice
day.
cleanse.
You know, she don't sleep. What's next? She's not going to eat.
the
Well, she
genie,
does sleep.
the genie says dying does cut down on your food bill.
True that.
Wish Daddy knows.
Because even if you come back as undead, you don't really eat a lot. So,
Brains if you can catch them.
Mm-hmm.
and they don't cost you anything. Yeah. Although I guess you could pay a wizard to, periodically supply you with them, but
I think the undead are probably just really, really tired. They have sleep deprivation hallucinations. That's why they can't talk.
well, and you don't really know what eating somebody's brain will do to you. There's side effects you don't know about.
Mad cow.
Or mad human.
Where do you think the hallucinations come from?
Parasites.
Mm,
Probably brain parasites.
Because you never know what the person you're eating was thinking at the time.
Well,
So,
Wish Daddy makes a good cocktail.
I try to come up with new things every now and again so customers will keep coming back.
Works on us.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
I don't know if the two of you would keep coming back if it weren't for that one there.
Well, we're comfortable here at this point.
Esma says they would. You give good service.
Hello?
Oh.
Oh? No. Oh.
I don't think any of you are old enough to find that out quite yet.
One day, Esma wants to know.
Yes.
Daddy issues.
Big daddy issues. The biggest I think you'll ever find.
Probably true. Well, are we gonna do this or what, y'all?
Let's do this. I got what I wanted. I could die in peace.
You die in peace, huh?
All she needed was Bailey's and coffee, and she was good.
Pat
And a
on the
pat from Wish Daddy.
So, you guys head back out of the bar and out onto the streets. It's about mid-afternoon, around 4 o'clock. And you head back to the graveyard. The gates are closed. And you don't see anybody in the surrounding area. So what do you guys want to do?
Asma says, let's go into the crypt and go into Shadowfell. Dun
I
dun
should
dun.
close out the map and see where we are on the map.
Well, the gate to the cemetery is closed. You got to figure out a way to open the gate first. You can't even get.
Is it locked or how is it closed, Mike?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
To all of us?
Yep.
I have a set of thieves' tools, but I think with that roll, I dropped them.
17.
I got a 9.
I got me. Hold on. Sorry.
They started to run away because
24.
Spies already got 9.
I got 24.
Well, all three of you pull on the gate. It is in fact locked.
Is it locked from our side or the other side?
It would be locked from the other side.
Hmm.
Is there any way we can hop the fence over the cemetery gate?
The metal gate is maybe 7-8 feet tall.
What about the gate around it? The rest of the cemetery.
About the same. You could, all three of you, give me an athletics check to see if you could climb the thing.
Or does anyone have a shovel?
23.
Oh,
Athletics, you said?
Esma's very
What?
athletic.
18.
I got a 21.
Ooh.
So you're all able to climb up the fence, avoid the spikes on the top, and clamber your way back down on the other side.
God.
So now all you have to do is go diagonally across the cemetery to the opposite corner where the mausoleum is.
Let's do this. Sneaky, sneaky.
Let's go.
Obviously, if the gate's locked, we're probably not supposed to be here right now, so just play it cool.
Probably should put that cloak on.
We could.
One of us should.
Esma, I think, it was already wearing it but took it off. So she puts it on again. Does anyone want to join me?
Well,
Yep, but you need to be on top and Smite on the bottom.
I'm just gonna. Y'all can squeeze into that thing. I'll walk.
Alrighty.
Carrying you if I don't
Yeah,
have.
but with the cloak, we could get past the guards of the entrance, or maybe.
Is there a guard? I don't
No.
know. I'm gonna just say I got locked in here. I was visiting an old friend.
No, the guard of the Shadowfell.
You don't even know
Yeah, but to
what
be safe.
what that might be yet.
But to be safe, we could be invisible.
Well, we can wait till we get there.
Yeah.
We'll have to carry you through the graveyard.
Yeah, we don't want to get her exhausted before then. Esma decides to cast Unseen Servant. So then the Unseen Servant can go ahead and see if there's anything we should be worried about. And so she goes, how many feet ahead? She goes 59 feet ahead of us.
Okay.
59.5.
It's perfect.
Okay.
So let me cross that.
So all of a sudden there's this invisible servant that only Esme can actually see. But it's trailing in front of her.
And Esma's gonna call her Ravenly today. Because she names her Unseen Servant a different name every time.
Okay. So what do you want to have it do?
Just walk towards the entrance of Shadowfell and let us know if there's anything we should be worried about. Or let me know so I can let everyone else know.
So she goes ahead of you and gets to the door of the mausoleum and turns around, and you hear in your head, "Are you sure you want to go in there? Because I don't."
She's like, what is? So she asks her, what's in there?
Well, just the fog spewing out from under the door alone makes me think there's something in there that I don't want to see.
She's like, then Esma's like, there's fog spewing. Should I make my servant go in? Ravenly's kind of nervous.
Sounds smart to me.
Yeah, that sounds smart, but we gotta do it. So, or we gotta get back our gold. So, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we need more cloaks.
Yes, we do. Do you
Well,
want to get into our cloak and we'll sneak in?
let's pile on.
In
Okay.
fact, you can't necessarily give the money back. You spent some of it already.
We did. We're negative 250 gold.
Yeah.
Well, I mean negative 500 probably.
So are you going in?
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
Esma decides to go in.
Pile on, cloak it up. Let's go.
Hmm.
Climbs up on top of Smite's shoulder and waits for them to put the cloak over us.
So you guys walk in, and it's a much larger room than you would have imagined. There are at least 3 crypts in this mausoleum.
Esma is thinking, in her head, this we could do for an act. I might have to talk to these two to make it so that they'll be a part of my act. If we survive.
As if we survive.
It's kind of hard to stack up when you're dead.
Just a little bit.
You have this overwhelming urge to be horizontal at that point. So, you guys go in, and you see the 3 crypts. And the door closes behind you by itself.
That's creepy.
That's a little creepy.
Very creepy.
And then the fog you saw pouring out from under the door starts to build up around you.
Oh no. Hang on.
So is it like should we have the unseen servant open the door while we're still a little far away so that if anything happens we can, surprise attack maybe?
Open what door?
Oh, I thought there was a door, Mike. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
The only door you see is the one you came in.
Okay.
And it has now closed on its own.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
All you see in front of you are 3 concrete crypts. And fog. And I need all 3 of you to give me a perception check.
17.
I
11.
won.
11.
Okay. Esme and Enya see something very odd, or at least they think they see something very strange. If you didn't know better, you would say you thought that you saw the wall move.
Esma's like, I think the wall moved. Maybe it's
saw
an
it too.
illusion.
I saw it too, so I don't know. That's two of us that saw that.
Maybe I should have my unseen servant go to it just to see what she sees.
Yeah, let's have her check it out.
Okay. Ravenly, go check it out.
Okay. So your unseen servant goes up to the wall. And you seeing through her see that the wall almost looks like it ripples. But when the unseen servant touches it, she reports back to you that the wall is solid.
Esma says the wall is solid, but it ripples. So it might have some magic or something.
Do any of us have detect magic?
Nope. Esma could play a borrowed music song for us if you guys
No, but I
want.
got detect good and evil, but I don't have detect magic.
Well, we can probably assume fairly reasonably that it's magic.
Yeah.
So, are you guys just gonna stand around wondering what it is, or what are you gonna do?
There's a door, let's go through it. Maybe not quite a door, but this is where the entrance is. Probably where we're supposed to be headed.
Maybe we could have the unseen servant see if there's anything that we need to pull or press or anything that's out of place that might open the wall.
Do we want to investigate and see if there's anything we want to pick up here first?
I don't know if we want to get loaded down right before we go into the thing. Maybe we could go look at that when we come back.
That's if we make it back. We have to find something that would be useful.
Well, if you want. Right now I'm having my unseen servant look at stuff, so if you want to look around, you can.
Okay, I'm going to investigate. Now, we do have the bag of holding, so if we find anything, we can put in the bag of holding.
So
What?
we're gonna have to get off of Smite because we're on Smite.
Please,
What?
God. I can't see shit with y'all piled on me.
What is it you're investigating for?
I don't know, to see if there's anything that would be useful for us.
Where are you investigating?
Inside the crypt. Or the mausoleum.
This is what you see. As you walk into the mausoleum, the door you walked into shuts by itself. And the three of you are now standing in a large rectangular room with three crypts along the back wall. So, what do you do?
Pick one of them.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, did my unseen servant see anything on that wall, Mike?
Not as of yet, no.
Okay.
So, is Enya the only one investigating, or are you two taking a crypt too, or are you just standing?
Oh, last time we all opened a door. Wasn't so smart. I think we should just do one at a time.
I think so.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Enya. Go ahead.
Give me an investigation check.
$17.
Okay. Which crypt are you looking in?
Let's go with the one to the right.
Okay. You're barely able to lift the lid far enough for you to look into it. You see dust, a few bones, what look like a couple of copper coins. Not really very much.
Okay, takes a couple coins.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
jump up follow.
How much is a couple coins, Mike?
I will. There are 20 copper scattered around the bottom of the crypt.
Cool.
So, do you keep going?
Sure. I went to the middle one.
Okay. You struggle to push the lid up on that.
Are we gonna have an int moment on this?
No.
Where we see a cute little Pomeranian and then
uh, no.
and then a monster. Like, you know, where it's, what was it? I forget the names on the door and they open all three doors. It's,
It's all nightmares.
And you, you look in the middle crypt. There's old armor half rusted out and a couple of swords, but they look like they've been in there for years. So, what do you do?
Take the swords and put them in the bag of holding.
rusted soldier swords?
No, the swords aren't. He didn't say the swords were rusty. He said the armor was rusted.
Okay.
We need magic weapons, not
Yeah.
maybe
we
they're
don't know.
magic. I don't know.
We don't know if these are magic or not.
Maybe they are. You're right.
Yeah.
But we don't have
She,
detect magic, so I don't know if that'll help us.
the only way you guys could identify them is to take them back to Tyndall or any other magic shop that you might be close to.
Okay. So then I go open the third one.
You push over the top of the third one, and you feel like you just stuck your hand in mud. It's all gray and wet. Yeah.
Esma's glad she didn't touch it.
Oh.
But and you can give me a perception check.
Excuse me.
22.
Okay. You look down at your arm. You poke the spot that looks like mud. And you're pretty sure it moved further up your arm when you poked it. I need you all to give me initiative rolls.
Oh God. 6. 6.
You add your initiative.
Initiative is it should be along the top of the page, like next to your armor class.
You add that.
Oh, I got 8 then.
Yeah, you add that to your dice roll.
I got 16.
23.
And
What about my snake? Does my snake get a roll?
And my cat too.
against this creature, they're not gonna be real effective.
True that.
It would actually be more dangerous for them.
Okay, I'll
well,
tell my lynx to go
Hide.
far away. Go as
We've
far as
done-
you can.
go ahead. Yeah, get
Oh.
there as way as you can.
So, let me write this down real quick
God.
so I can remember the order. So,
Sorry to say, Esma's not going to be very helpful, but she's going to try. She'll play
I don't know, but
music to
you're
make
not going to be
everything.
very helpful with this one.
so, and you got a 23.
Yep.
What did you roll? A natural 20, did you?
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh no, I rolled a 19 plus. Well,
You're
it was natural 20 with 3.
so, and then, is me.
Oh, well, she only got a 16.
Yeah, and Smite will go last.
Oh, Smite, you got worse than me?
I got an 8.
Oh.
That's considerably worse than the 16.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as Enya is wiping off her arm, or at least trying to, you turn to the wall over the crypt, and the same thing that's on your arm is working its way down the wall.
No.
Ooh.
No.
Let's hop into our invisibility cloak.
I thought we jumped off so you can search and.
We did. I said let's put it back on.
If we're battling, I don't know if we can.
So you're going to snag the cloak and become invisible.
With that goop on you?
What?
With that goop on you?
I thought we got it off.
The brown shit?
I said as you were wiping it off. You don't, in fact, give me a dexterity check to see if you were successful in doing so.
Don't get it on our expensive cloak, dude.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. You're able to wipe it off, but when you do, it hits the floor. And you see it actually move toward Smite.
No. Gross.
In fact,
Move out of the way, Smite.
all of you give me a perception roll.
Esma's not very perceptive right now. She got an 8.
I got worse than that, so.
I got
Rolled
16.
a 2.
I got 16.
It's not even worth doing arithmetic to add whatever. -1. I think my perception is -1.
Okay. Anya is the only one who thinks clearly enough to look around. As you scan the walls and the ceiling, it all looks like it's moving.
Ooh.
So, Anya, you're first in initiative, so what do?
Does Anya actually tell us that what she sees, or is she keeping it quiet?
Yeah, what is it I'm seeing?
You're seeing the ceiling and all the walls move. They're all rippling.
Okay, I tell them the ceiling walls are rippling. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the slime is.
And the stuff that you threw down on the floor is definitely heading towards Smite.
Yeah, and the slime is heading towards you, so back away. Get out of the way, Smite.
Gross. Get away from me.
What are you gonna do, Anya?
Well, I don't know what it is. I don't know how to attack it. What?
Okay.
That's the wrong one.
Actually, all three of you, before you do that, all three of you give me an Arcana check to see if you have any idea what this might be.
13 for me. That's a
11.
bad roll.
11, that was better than 2.
I think I'm gonna be in trouble. My rolls are not that great right now, but and it was good until the battle.
I had 50. I got 18.
Well, all of you have heard stories through the years of oozes.
Gross.
And you know that they sort of blend into their environment, and there are various kinds of oozes, and they can attack you and kill you.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
And then slowly digest you.
Great.
And you getting an 18 would know that there's a particular one called the gray ooze. And it is basically animated stone.
I mean, I know Esma doesn't know, but is this the huge gray ooze or the regular gray ooze?
This
Or the psychic gray ooze?
this would be the psychic type. It's oozes become psychic from living in one place for a very long time. This particular gray ooze has lived in this mausoleum for hundreds of years. So that's pretty much what you guys know. So, Anya, what are you doing?
Uh, I don't know. I spell ooze.
OOZE. Do you want me to read what a psychic ooze is? I pulled it up in D&D and Beyond.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, so its skill is stealth +2. Damage resistance is acid, cold, or fire. It's immune to blind, charm, deafened, exhaustion, fright, or prone. The senses is blind sight. You can see 60 feet above. Passive perception is 8. No languages. So the ooze can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide without squeezing, and corrodes metal. Any non-magical weapon can be that's made of metal that hits the ooze corrodes. After damaging, the weapon becomes a permanent and cumulative of a -1 penalty. If the penalty drops to -5, the weapon is destroyed. The ooze can eat through 2 inches thick non-magical metal in 1 round. While the ooze remains motionless, it is indistinguishable from an oily pool or wet rock. And then it just talks about actions.
Would my weapon work against it? My hammer?
Well, it would corrode if it's non-magical. If it's magical,
It's magical though.
it can eat through 2 inches. It can hurt magical things, but not as quickly.
What does it do to people touching it?
It didn't say.
Mike?
You touched
Although it
it.
does say it attacks you, so
Yeah,
it'll probably. If the target is wearing non-magical armor, its armor is partially corroded and takes a permanent or cumulative or -1 penalty to the AC it offers. The armor is destroyed if the penalty reduces to the AC to 10. And then Psychic Crush. The ooze targets one creature that it can sense within 60 feet of it. The target must take a DC 10 intelligence saving throw, taking 3d6 psychic damage on a failed save. So, pretty much, we got bad ooze.
Well, I wonder if this would work on it. Would inflict wounds work on it, Mike?
that's necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Does it say it's resistant to necrotic damage? I would. Well, first you've got to roll to see if it hits.
Well, I wouldn't do that unless I know it's going to do damage.
Well, you don't know what's going to damage it till you do it. You know the non-magical weapons aren't real good against it.
Yeah. Well,
But
there's magical weapons, definitely. Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
But as far as spells go, you don't know yet until you do it.
Okay,
I'm back. Sorry, someone was playing with the doorbell and now my dog was barking.
15.
That hits. What did you use?
I'm gonna use inflict wounds.
Okay. Roll 3d10.
8, 8, 9.
Okay. It does damage because you see it turn black for a couple of seconds and then it turns back to its normal color. Now it's its turn.
Thank you.
And since you just damaged it, it's going to do a attack on you.
So what's the attack on it?
It got see the it missed because it got a total of 7.
Yeah, it definitely missed.
Yeah. So now it's Esme's turn.
Alright, hold on. Esme isn't very strong whatsoever, so I don't think would hideous laughter work on it?
That's
No.
charming, isn't it?
Nah, no.
Sleep wouldn't work on it. Friendship wouldn't work on it. Vicious mockery wouldn't work on it. So she's pretty helpless. I guess the only thing she could do is, well, she can't even, I think the best thing I can do is an unarmed strike, honestly. And that's not gonna help a lot. So.
No. In fact, you may damage your own arm doing that.
Yeah.
You try to punch your way into the ooze. It might just take the rest of you with it.
Yeah. So, she does have a bow. I don't know if bow would help. She does have a short sword and a rapier.
I'd say bow and arrow would be the closest. I mean, you don't want to use your sword and damage your sword.
So let's say she's gonna do her short bow.
Okay.
Oh, I do have detect magic.
Ah. And Esma got an 8, so she didn't do very well. She's not good with it.
The arrow just sort of bounces off one of the crypts and bounces around the room.
Esma's like, I gotta practice, sorry. I don't really do this. I can play music.
So now it's my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go with good old Eldritch Blast. And I miss.
Good old what?
Eldritch Blast, but I miss.
Okay. Oh, what did you get?
I rolled a 2.
So What is that after you add your bonuses and stuff to it?
Probably a 4. What do I add to that?
Your spell attack bonus.
I think it's like a 5. Yeah. So a 7.
You did miss
Yeah, I missed.
by 1.
Oh, wow.
This thing's armor class is 8.
How come mine didn't beat it? I got 8.
Okay, then it did hit.
Oh, okay.
You're
Awesome.
the one that told me it missed.
Well,
You
because I
did.
thought 8 was gonna miss.
You,
It's so low.
you gotta tell me what the number is.
I did. I said 8. I think it missed.
Well, but this thing's armor class is 8.
So I got a 4. 4 for
Okay,
damage.
so you did 4 points of damage, but at the same time, you see the arrowhead, which is metal, just disintegrate
Bye-bye, arrowhead.
after it hits the ooze. It just disintegrates.
You served me well the one time I used you. See you later.
So now we're back at the top of the round, and yeah, again.
Okay, I'm gonna do inflict wound again, but at level 2, so that's 4d10.
Okay. So is there a saving throw for that? Or do you have to roll one to see if it hits?
Just 310 necromancy and doesn't say anything.
Well, look up the spell and tell me.
A second. I'm having issues with my mouse. Okay, it says make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necromancy. At higher levels, because it's using a spell slot 2 or higher, the damage increases by 1d10.
Okay, so it is an attack roll for you. You've got to roll an attack to see if you hit it.
Yeah, which I did last time.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
I rolled 10.
A 10? Okay.
Yep.
You barely hit it.
7, 9, 8, 10.
You touch it and you see black necrotic energy go all through it. And then you see it, what's left of it, shrink back into the corners of the room. You actually did enough damage to kill it.
Yay!
Woohoo!
I did all by myself.
What?
Ah,
We
Yeah,
also, I did damage.
Actually, that last attack of 34 points would have killed it by itself.
Oh, thank God.
It had 33, so that last attack would have killed it by itself. But you ended up doing 59, 63 points to something that had 33 points.
Holy cow.
So,
I helped knock it down. I helped with 4 points.
This is here for
and you got more bow practice, which is good.
Yeah, Esma needs it.
So it is now what all you see now are little clumps of black, looks like the burnt on stuff after you take food off the barbecue. That's what you see in the corner of the room. At which point the back wall behind the crypts begin to move.
Woohoo!
And as it does, you see a cast iron gate some distance in front of you. And you feel a biting wind with cold rain coming through the entrance that used to be the back wall of the crypt. And if you look up, you'll see a perpetual full moon.
Wow.
This is the entrance to the Shadowfell you were looking for.
Woohoo!
What do you do?
Well, my unseen servant is still there. Do we want my unseen servant to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so Esma is gonna have her unseen servant walk in to view the place.
It stayed. It does what you tell it to, and it stands there for about 2 minutes, and then turns and rushes back to you.
Esma asks, "What do you see?"
Gloom, depression.
Mike, do you want to stop here because it's 10 o'clock, or do you want to continue on?
I was actually thinking that myself.
I'm good either way.
So, this is actually a good spot. But one thing first, do you guys walk through or not?
I say let's do it. We're here for it. We didn't lose any health, so. Esme grabs her snake, puts it around her neck, and says, "Let's go."
Oh God.
They said, come on, Lennox.
Here we go.
So the three of you walk through the portal into the Shadowfell.
Yes.
The back wall of the mausoleum closes with a heavy thud, and then the mausoleum disappears from sight.
We need to mark this on our map.
As you are now on a different plane of existence. You are standing outside of a good 20-foot tall cast iron gate.
Mark where this gate is so we don't lose it.
And it has a sign on the gate saying, City of Yaltorg. enter at your own risk.
Fair enough.
And that's where we'll end tonight.
Did you want to say anything before I do the other ending stuff, Mike?
Yeah. I would just like to say that if you enjoyed the episode, please like and subscribe. We'll have this episode up on YouTube also, if you prefer to watch it on YouTube.
Hopefully
We're
by Tuesday, but maybe Wednesday, depending on my schedule.
and we're also putting together podcasts too. So we're a new channel. We need all the help we can get. So um, so any help you guys would like to give us, like I said, like and subscribe. Follow us on here on Twitch. It all helps. So, and we will see you next week
Also, please stay,
and
because
see what these three get into now that they've gotten. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
You
please,
wanted to say something?
yes, please stay. We're gonna have a little section of where to find us, so you get the information, and then after that, a preview of our other stream on Tuesdays. We're starting this week on, called Esma's Beginnings. So you find out about Esma a little bit more. So, does anyone else want to say anything before we sign off for tonight?
Thank you for coming and watching us.
Yes, thank you. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what you guys do with yourselves now. Um,
I hope we can find our way out.
Yeah.
That's what we marked it on the or the map.
Every time we hear map, I think of Dora
Well-
the Explorer. Map.
You are 16, so that makes sense.
Yes.
but once again, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you back again next week for episode 3. So,
All right.
good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night,
night.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, hold on one second. My mouse is now acting up.